welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be comparing DeepSeek with ChatGPT. So what I would be doing is I'll be asking the same questions to both DeepSeek AI and ChatGPT, and let's see how we get the responses. We'll start off with the basic. So as you can see that I've already asked this question to DeepSeek AI, and we all know that it cannot access the internet as of now. So it says that the last update of October 2023, the president of United States is Joe Biden. We all know that it is not correct as of now. So that is one thing we have to consider when using DeepSeek AI. But I do see a feature called search the web when necessary. So I'm gonna click on it and send a prompt. Let's see how I get the response. Due to technical issues, the search service is temporarily unavailable. So there are some bugs that are still going on with with DeepSeek AI. It can be probably because of the sudden influx of people using DeepSeek AI altogether, or it can be a bug by itself. Who knows? We can ask the same question to ChatGPT and see what we get back. So as you can see that ChatGPT can search the internet to know the current details. So it says as of January 31st of 2025, the president of United States is Donald Trump. So here we can clearly see what difference it makes when we compare these two chatbots. So let's get into the questions that I have prepared and see the answers that we get. I heard that DeepSeek AI is very good when performing math problems. So let's see how it goes. So as you can see, this is the question and this is the answer. So I'm gonna paste it here. Okay, I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Let's see their responses. So as you can see that DeepSeek AI is trying to solve this problem step by step, and it was able to give the final solution as 11 by 7, y is 30 by 7, which is correct as per my records here. So that means that is a plus. So I'm gonna highlight this as green since, oh, let's check ChatGPT's answer. It's the same, so I'm gonna mark it as green because both the ChatGPT and DeepSeek AI was able to provide similar answers. Now let's look at the next problem. So I'm gonna ask the same question to both DeepSeek AI and ChatGPT, and let's see what response we get. I'm gonna paste it here and I'm gonna paste it here. Let's see the response. So as per my research, World War I, which started from 1914 to 1918, was caused due to these issues. One was the militarization, alliances. There were complex alliances that were formed. There were imperialism and nationalism. These were the major cause of World War I. Let's see what DeepSeek AI was able to provide. So these are the correct years, and it definitely says militarization, alliances, imperialism, and nationalization. And it also mentions that this was the starting trigger for World War I, which is correct. And there is the July crisis and escalation. I think it provides a detailed view on why World War I was started. So I give a good score for this particular answer from DeepSeek AI. Now let's compare it with ChatGPT. So ChatGPT also mentions all these details. It also provides similar answer to what DeepSeek AI provided us with. I'm gonna provide this answer as green as well, because both the ChatGPT and DeepSeek AI were able to provide us with similar answers, and both were accurate when looking at the history. Now, next, I'm gonna ask a question in chemistry. So, the question is, what is the difference between an ionic bond and covalent bond? This is what we learn in our 12th grade, I believe. Let's see what response we get from both the chatbots here. So the answer is an ionic bond is a chemical bond formed when one of the atom donates an electron to another atom, creating ions. This typically occurs between a metal and a non-metal. And what is a covalent bond? Covalent bond occurs when two atoms share one or more pairs of electrons. This typically happens when two non-metals. In covalent bonds, the atoms involved in the bond retain their electron sharing without forming ions. Let's see what our chatbots have provided us with. As what I can see is that it has provided a very detailed breakdown of both ionic and covalent bonds. Let's see the description. Transferring between one another, resulting in the formation of, which is correct, and the formation of electrons between shared outer layer, which is also correct. So I would give this a correct definition. It also has provided us with a lot of details which was not required to be given, because we just asked for the difference between ionic and covalent bonds, but it adds to the answer, but I wouldn't say that these are necessary. When going into ChatGPT, it provides the definition as transfer of one atom to another, which is correct. Formation of metal, this is formation can be obtained in metal and non-metal, but mostly in metal. Electronic behavior, one atom loses, this is correct, and it has provided example. And this, so, and there is a key difference table which will be useful for us as well. I think these yeah, it was provided to us by DeepSeek AI as well. So I think we are getting similar value for this particular question in both the chatbots. So if DeepSeek AI is a free version, I would always prefer to go to DeepSeek instead of spending money on ChatGPT. So the next question that I would like to ask is about the recent events that are taking place in our world. But I don't think this is possible right now, because since we already know that DeepSeek AI cannot search the web due to some technical issues, or I'm not even sure that it has the capability to do that. I'll just see and understand what's happening. Yeah, it is giving us outdated information, which is not what I wanted. So I would be disappointed if I was given this answer if I wanted to write an essay on it. But when we look at ChatGPT, it is giving the current details. So I would uh, I would rather go for ChatGPT's answer rather than going for DeepSeek answer to get the most relevant data about the worldly events that are taking place. Now, moving on to the next question. I've written a question based on literature. I know it's not the interesting of subject for many, but we'll still need to understand how these chatbots are responding for our prompts. So the question is, what are the main themes of George Orwell's in 1984? For those who don't know, I have no clue. But this is the answer that I have collected from my research. So it was totalitarianism, surveillance and control, language and thought, and philosophical manipulation. Let's see what are the details provided us by DeepSeek AI. I can see the first one, second one, propaganda of information. This can be or cannot be correct, but we'll have to verify it. Language of control, resilience. So it has provided us with a plethora of uh, text based on the themes of George Orwell. And what does ChatGPT has provided is with, I think it is very similar response to what DeepSeek AI has provided us with. So I would stick with DeepSeek AI in this question because it is free of charge. So I'm gonna mark this as I'll go for DeepSeek AI. Because of, as I said, this model is free to use, so I would go for that. And for this as well, I would go with DeepSeek AI because it provides an answer which is correct, and also it is free of charge. For the history as well, it is providing similar answers as ChatGPT is giving us, so I would go with that. Even for the chemistry, I would go with DeepSeek AI. But for the current events, as we all know, I would stick with ChatGPT. So this is an area where DeepSeek AI fails. And the next question that I have is in computer science. So what is the difference between machine learning and deep learning? So I'll hit enter. Machine learning and deep learning are both subfields of artificial, which is correct definition. A branch of AI focuses on developing algorithms and enables computers to learn from, make predictions, or decide based on data. It involves training models to identify patterns and relations, which is correct. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning and uses neural networks with many layers, hence it is called deep, to model complex patterns in data. It is particularly effective for tasks involving large amounts of unstructured data such as images, audios, and text, which is really correct. It also giving us the architecture. So these are some of the algorithms used in machine learning, and these are some of the new artificial neural networks. I think DeepSeek AI has provided us with a detailed explanation of what is the difference between machine learning and deep learning, and provided us with the difference as well. I can see that ChatGPT has also done the same for us, which makes it very interesting that I would still stick with DeepSeek AI because it can provide similar answers to ChatGPT, but DeepSeek AI is open source and free, so I would always go for DeepSeek AI as of now. So this is DeepSeek AI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The winner in my test. From these results, I can conclude that the winner for my questions are or is DeepSeek AI when compared to ChatGPT. I love to use ChatGPT, I use it a lot, but then if DeepSeek AI is providing us with the same value of results for free, I would always prefer that over ChatGPT. There are some news surrounding DeepSeek AI that 6 million figure that they initially put forward was a gimmick, but they used up many more. So there is a controversy that is going on, but I did this test just purely based on the results to my questions or my prompt. So I would stick to my answer, and the winner is clearly DeepSeek AI. One drawback when using DeepSeek AI is definitely the fact that it cannot check internet. But I remember that ChatGPT was also not able to check the internet for a very long time, but then it got that ability, I think, in last year. So that was a game changer for ChatGPT. I hope new developments or upward trend in AI continues, and since we have a competition now, we can expect more things faster than before.